There are 25,000 miles of air routes in the British Empire. The safety and comfort of these routes depends largely on a network of over 80 airports scattered through 4 continents. Ground services for fueling and overhauling aircraft, for collecting and sending out weather reports by radio, sun-baked deserts of Arabia and the barren wastes of Baluchistan. 1,700 miles of desolate and almost uninhabited country, over which our airliners fly as safely and regularly as we take our daily ride to the office. Sharjah is a hot, desolate spot on the edge of the South Arabian desert. The airport has its own engineering shop, radio office and meteorological station. In charge is a European station superintendent. The airport is built in the shape of a square fort as a precaution against possible but improbable raids by wandering tribes of Bedouins. Sharjah is still peopled by Arabs of the same Jawazmi tribes, but today it is ruled over by a sheikh who is friendly to the British government. To the city come camel caravans from Muscat and from distant Mulkala. They are bringing merchandise to trade in the markets or for shipment by dhow to nearby ports along the coast and across the Gulf of Persia. At the southern end of the city is the palace of the sheikh, Sultan bin Saga, a huge medieval building with battlemented walls. Here in the gateway, a council is held each day to discuss local affairs and to settle disputes among the people. The city has a population of some 15,000 Arabs, with a sprinkling of Indian and Persian merchants. Until recently, gun running and slave dealing with Africa were a profitable business. Today, the chief labor of the people is boat building and pearl fishing. And stretched 300 miles northward along the coast to Bahrain and Kuwait, they produce the finest pearls in the world. Cows and sheep, camels and goats are traded in the markets. In the crowded and dark bazaars, lentils, coffee and rice and dried eggs stained with cochineal are bought and sold. Today, as on every day, a merchant from the city is carrying to the airport across the burning desert such fresh food as the markets can provide.
Abaskan!
Provisions are brought from the storehouse to supplement local supplies. Living rooms are got ready and beds made up, because Sharjah is a night stop. From now until the airliner departs at dawn tomorrow, the station superintendent will have no time for leisure. He must inspect the bedrooms to see that everything is in order, supervise the food, and attend to a multitude of other details. Outside, on the airport itself, another part of the organization is at work. The mobile beacon is wheeled into position. The 6,000 candle power floodlight is uncovered in case the airliner should be delayed by headwinds and so just fail to make Sharjah before sudden nightfall. Mobile petrol pumps are got ready, so that the refueling of the airliner's tanks can begin the moment she lands. The radio office in the fort keeps in constant touch with the airliner as she approaches down the Gulf.
Surface wind and barometric pressure, please.
Right.
In the cool of the evening, half an hour before sundown, everything at the airport is ready for the machine. The Persian petrol boys passed the last few minutes with a game of cards. But their ears are alert for the aerodrome bell, which is the signal that the airliner has been sighted.
चलो चलो घंटी हो गया
क्या जल्दी अभी आता है
चलो चलो जल्दी चलो
The Arab guard provided by the Sheikh turns out to open the gates of the compound. If anything should happen to the airliner, each man is liable to be punished in Arab fashion by the loss of eye or limb. The Hano has arrived. Passengers and crew alight. They gossip of the day's run, of things and places seen on the way. This morning they were in Baghdad, yesterday in Alexandria.
The coronation was marvellous.
At the Palladium there's a new crazy show. The craziest one ever. The most ghastly epidemic of flu.
My dear, I've never been sick in my life.
Each passenger is shown his room and handed a card giving the time of tomorrow's departure, the places at which stops will be made for meals, and all other details of the day's flight. It's on tomorrow's run. Dawn breaks over the desert. Away over the old barriers of the earth, over desert and sea, city and village and continent. Yesterday the blue waters of the Mediterranean, tomorrow the mighty rivers of India, conquering space and time, bringing into closer touch the people and nations of the world, made possible by the speed and reliability of great airliners, and by the efficiency of an ever-widening organization on the ground.